The Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is again addressed to the Prime Minister. The Ministerial Code makes it the personal responsibility of the Prime Minister to decide whether to stand aside a minister in the exact circumstances that the Minister for Emissions Reduction now finds himself in. Prime Minister, the New South Wales Police have established Strike Force Garrard into the potential criminal behaviour of a minister sitting on your front bench right now. Prime Minister, why is he still sitting there? When will you stand
the Leader of the Opposition
aside?
time has concluded. The Prime Minister has the call.
Good job. Thank you, Mr Speaker. Well, the information that you're referring to has not been
Prime Minister will just pause for a
second.
second. Members on my left will cease interjecting. I will deal very harshly with those interjecting. I thank the member for Sydney for acknowledging that. The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The matters that the opposition leader refers to have not been provided to me or be presented to me by the New South Wales Police. I have not been advised of those developments, Mr Speaker, and so I think that deals with the issues that he has raised in relation to the code. But, Mr Speaker, can I say about the Minister for Energy and the Minister for Emissions Reduction, I think I can understand why those opposite have taken such a keen interest in him, Mr Speaker, because he's responsible for policies that we are finally starting to see stabilise electricity prices in this country and take the pressure off
the member
Australian
for Barton
families.
is warned.
And he's overseeing an emissions reduction program, Mr Speaker, which is taking action on climate change without taking the jobs of Australians, Mr Speaker, which is the policies of those opposite.
The member for
Mr
Barton
Speaker,
has been warned.
I am enabling the minister to continue to get around his job, Mr Speaker, which is about getting power prices down and which is about meeting our important commitments to take action on climate change. Now, Mr Speaker, they may not like the progress that he is making as a minister. They may feel uncomfortable, Mr Speaker, about the progress that this minister is making. But, Mr Speaker, at the end of the day, the Australian people know when they see their power bills start to stabilise and when they see the fact that we are taking the action that we need to on climate change without taking their jobs, they will know that the Labor Party once again is on another frolic, Mr Speaker, and we know where these frolics always end.
Just before I call the Leader of the Opposition, the member for Cooper is warned. The member for Barton was warned twice and continued to interject. She will leave under 94A. And the Leader of the Opposition seeking to table a document.
I am, Mr Speaker. I seek leave to table the Daily Telegraph, New South Wales Police to investigate fraudulent document claim against Angus Taylor, and The Guardian, New South Wales Police. You just attach yourself, that's fine. New South Wales Police investigating doctored document Angus Taylor used in Clover attack. I seek table
Just saying,
documents.
I've made it clear previously documents that are readily available, and they're readily. The member for Chifley, whose voice I recognise, I can't see him behind the Manager of Opposition Business, will cease interjecting. The Manager of Opposition Business on a point of order.
Point of order, Mr Speaker. The Prime Minister specifically in his answer said that he did not have this information, and therefore it is appropriate that we be able to seek leave to table.
Okay, you can seek leave. The Leader of the House, leave is not granted.